Friday, everybody. It is July 23rd and time for this week's Friday Funnies. And let me just start off by asking, hot enough for you? Boy, we are in the thick of summer right now, and it is hot everywhere. And I think the heat is starting to affect some people's brains. This week's odd behavior includes that of former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich, who is currently on trial for corruption charges. Well, his defense attorneys rested this week without letting Rod take the stand, thus marking the first time in history that Blagojevich was offered a chance to speak and turned it down. What's next for him? Possibly a crew cut. Meanwhile, in Hollywood, Mel Gibson is tired of going ahead of Tiger Woods in the slimiest celebrity category, so he said he's packing up his stuff and moving back to Australia. I think we should let him move under only one condition: that he take Lindsay Lohan with him. And the Inquirer reported this week that 2 more masseuses have filed sex abuse allegations against former Vice President Al Gore. Both of the masseuses said that the abuse happened during a massage that was scheduled by Gore. This now makes 3 masseuses with similar stories. And something tells me this is going to be one massage story that does not have a happy ending. That said, here's the real news this week. An unusual item went up for bid on eBay this week. Over in Vienna, Austria, a church over there was undergoing renovations, and they put up an old confessional for sale on eBay. And they said that a person could use that confessional as a sauna for one, a very small bar, or possibly a playroom for the kids. Well, the Vienna Archdiocese caught wind of this and put the kibosh on that. They said, no, that's terribly inappropriate. And it's too bad because the bidding was already up to 666 euros, placed by someone named B. Elzebub. All right, a feature that we like to employ here is news from around the world, but this week it's special. This week it's animal news from around the world. First stop, Russia. In Russia, authorities are investigating a case of animal cruelty against 2 men who put a donkey in a parasailing harness and flew him over the Azov Sea for about half an hour. Now, sunbathers at the beach were rather shocked by the sight of a flying donkey, and I'm pretty sure the donkey was not too happy about it either. If convicted, these men could face prison time. They are formally charged with hauling ass. Page 2, let's go to Mexico City. In Mexico City, Roberto Cabrera was arrested at the airport for trying to smuggle 18 monkeys into the country in his pants. Mr. Cabrera was returning from Peru wearing a girdle that had little pockets made for 18 endangered tiny monkeys that he intended to sell in Mexico. So he has been charged with trafficking of an endangered animal for sale, otherwise known as monkey business. I know. And our final story, let's go to China. China did not make much of a showing in the recent World Cup soccer matches, but over in Shenyang, China, they have discovered a new way to play. They are training roosters to play soccer as an alternative to the blood sport of cockfighting. PETA is still against this, claiming potential poultry problems and crying foul. I don't really see anything wrong with it, except I am a little offended by the name of this sport given to it by the news media. They call it Chinese cock soccer. Don't send any letters. I am just the messenger. And one last story for you. If you are planning on working for the government in Newark, New Jersey, please be forewarned. As a drastic plan to save money, the mayor of Newark, Cory Booker, has ordered the government to stop buying toilet paper. No more toilet paper will be supplied in any of the government bathrooms. Instead, they're just subscribing to the New York Times. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. I'll tell you what, if you'd like to listen to me on the radio tomorrow morning, dial up your computer to www.knewsradio.com. Do that at 11 a.m. Central Time and punch the icon for the show called Law Talk. You will hear me with John Patrick Dolan at 11 a.m. Central Time. It's funny. You'll like it. Have a great weekend.